Ryze rejected version 1 last second due to visa issues, bots are ruining the game, and Vitality changed to a 4-man roster. My name is Anton and you're watching This Week on Rocket League. This is of course the series where we take a look at all the crazy and stupid things that this game has had to offer during the past 7 days, and somehow, this game never fails to surprise me.
Puts it a long way, and it's almost there. Justin keeps it alive. Turbo's it there. Bounces into the corner. Energy still around. Justin is there for the shot.
This is what we're gonna have to do after all the bots take over the game. But now let's check out what's been happening this week. Like I mentioned last week, Rocket League has been infested with bots playing in ranked matches as of late, and the situation has since only gotten worse. It seems like every other match has a bot in it now, and the bots have even gotten into lower ranked matches now. Thanks to zbraiden for sending this clip on Twitter from a ranked Diamond 1 1v1 match he had. These bots have gotten so realistic that even they take 4 tries to score an empty net. I mean, in a couple months, ranked will just be a bunch of bots playing each other. It's gonna be so hype in 2024 when Gen G Intel IT Services win the World Championship at the Apple Store in New York. And it's not just the bots that are ruining the game right now. Hackers have now found a way to see the opponent's boost, as well as making the smoke from a demo invisible. All of this has left members of the community wondering how there hasn't even been a statement from Psyonix yet. Or that's how it was before today. As I'm editing this video, they finally came out with a statement about the bots. They've now banned a bunch of the accounts using bots, and they've added back cheating as a reason to report players. They're also taking steps to introduce an additional anti-cheat functionality, which is great to see, because I totally didn't have a whole rant about them after this. But moving on to esports, and the qualifications for the first EU, SAM, and SSA regionals will begin this weekend. Meanwhile, Asia Pacific already had their qualifiers last Sunday, with these teams qualifying for the main event, including fan favorites such as Broccoli and Discount Chenji. Of course, this region will never be the same without the GOAT, Commutator. Despite having had their qualifiers already, the APAC regional will take place at the same time as the other 3 on the 28th. Over in Europe, Ryze explained why he decided to leave Moist, as well as the whole transfer saga with version 1 and Oxygen on a recent stream. He wanted to leave Moist initially due to issues with the team mentality, as well as just feeling like he couldn't play to his strengths on the team. He wanted to join V1 initially, but due to the contract negotiations taking so long, the decision would have been too rushed. There were also some visa issues, which meant that he might have had to play the 3rd regional in Europe on 100 ping, so he ultimately decided to reject V1's offer and sign with Oxygen instead. This is of course a summary of the key points he said, so if you want to hear his explanation in more detail, he spent around half an hour or so on stream explaining it. There will be a link in the description. This whole transfer saga was just a massive mess. What mess? This whole transfer saga was just a massive mess. All I can imagine now is just how awkward the next version 1 team meeting must have been. Beast Mode might have not gotten to team with Ryze, but he did get to team up with Daniel, as they absolutely destroyed everyone in Dazerin's Double Vision 2v2 tournament this weekend. Just look at this pre-jump play they scored against Cam and Flitz.
Wait, what?
Hello?
What? No!
Yeah!
And then Daniel hit this triple flip reset like 10 minutes later.
Might be the question here. Down by 2 halfway through the game. After such a strong start.
Nah, Daniel sent them to work the McDonald's drive-thru with that one. If these two team together in the RLCS, I'm telling you, it's over. They could have a carton of milk play as their 3rd, and they'd still win the World Championship. But speaking of Daniel, Shift has been posting a player every day from their top 20 players in 2022 on Twitter for the past few weeks. They received a lot of criticism, however, for when they put Daniel in the number 10 position, ahead of players like Extra, Chicago, and JNAPS, despite not winning a single regional or a major, or even qualify for the playoffs at the World Championship. I mean, I get the criticism, but these are based on individual performance, and in my opinion, it was clear from the moment he joined SSG that he was the best player on the team. Daniel took SSG from not qualifying for the Fall Major to finishing 3rd at the Winter Major and top 6 at the Spring Major. I think Daniel is definitely in the top 10 of players from last year. But now get your baguettes and unintelligible accents ready, because we are back with keeping up with the Vitalities. This week they announced that Zen won't be playing on the roster until the spring split. He He's been banned until February due to subbing in illegally back in RLCS Season 10 before turning 15. Vitality will then have a 4-man rotating roster during the spring split, with the coach Farah deciding who gets to play. I mean, it would be pretty interesting to see a team actually use their subs, instead of just having them hang around and predicting their team to lose on the RLCS broadcast. Moving down on the map, the Italian Rocket League legend Cuxer97 got himself a new team ahead of the European qualifiers this week. His new teammates are Grandma and Sheila, who were still in elementary school when he made his RLCS debut. But speaking of the OGs, Garichi celebrated his 6-year anniversary with NRG this past week. 6 years is absolutely insane. That's like half of your average pro's lifetime. Moving on to some crazy clips from the Rocket League community this week. Raptors Pugur on Reddit was in this a bit sus rule 1 with an opponent when all of a sudden one of their teammates decided that they wanted to get in on it. I don't know how this game is full of toxic players, hackers, bots, boosters who ruin the game for everyone, teammates who forfeit after the first goal, and Greek players who don't understand I don't speak their language. Yet when two cars' noses collide, everyone just agrees. Driving away is off limits. But now it's time for a clip of the week. Each week you guys submit your clips to the AntonTheKicker Discord. The top 5 are then voted on by the members and have a chance at winning 1000 credits. So if you want to submit your own clips or influence who makes the top 5 for one of these videos, you can do so on my Discord server, link in the description. But before we reveal the top 5, let's look at some honorable mentions. And starting off with a banger with this incredible shot from It's Moxie. Evidently then hit the ceiling Pogo Musty in training. And before we reveal the top 5, Samuel got the weirdest triple pinch I've ever seen. But now it's time to reveal the top 5. Like mentioned before, these were voted by the Discord members. Sonic Frosty scored this triple flip reset Musty in a 1v1 match. BigManJimbo ended his opponent's career with this nasty fake in a 2v2. Alf soloed his opponents with this ceiling pinch. Steezy made a mockery out of his opponents with a Cuxer pinch using his car's butt. And last but not least, Lyght scored this flip reset pinch off of the opponent's car. Bro, the disrespect. And that's the top 5. As always, there will be a YouTube poll on the channel. The person with the most votes after 24 hours wins 1000 credits. But that's it for this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. And before we start with our usual outro, I would just like to say one thing. I know there's been a lot of problems with the Discord link lately. I've been getting a lot of comments about it lately, and I have heard you guys. And the reason is, on Discord you have these server levels, and the way you get higher levels is by the members boosting the server. And if you want to have a custom invite link, you need level 3 for it, which needs 14 boosts. And recently our server has kind of been on the border of level 3 and level 2, so it's been going back and forth between them, which means one week my Discord link will work, and then the next week will drop down a level and the link just won't work anymore. So what I'm asking is, if you would be interested, boosting the server would be a really big help. This is a really annoying problem and we need 3 more boosts to fix it. You also get your name on the screen at the end of the videos if you're a Discord booster. So if you could help me out with this, I would really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get back to our usual outro. And this time Arne wants us to check out Colombia, or more specifically Huila. Oh yeah, and apparently Wagga Wagga from last video, it's not pronounced Wagga Wagga, but Woga Woga apparently. Currently we have 28.8 thousand subscribers, and in Huila, or Huila, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's about the same as Palermo. Which one's Palermo? That one's Palermo. Alright, well, now you know, very important information. But that's it for this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, remember to like, subscribe, comment, share. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. I'll see you guys later. Bye.